A ceasefire was realized in October, but because the United States finally acted. But in the interest of truth-telling, let's not misstate the reality here either. The United Nations Office for Project Services tells us that critical lifelines have remained closed and that people continue to be killed day in and day out. There have been countless ceasefire violations, hundreds killed, and I received this email earlier this week from an UNRWA representative. I regret to report that yesterday, this was January 20th, Israeli forces stormed UNRWA's headquarters and began demolishing our facilities. Recall that this complex has been used by the agency since the 1967 war. Underscoring the political nature of this illegal action, Israeli Minister Ben-Gvir and MK Yulian Malinowski were present at the demolition, arguing over which of them should get the credit for this unprecedented attack against the UN agency. Jerusalem's deputy mayor made matters worse, saying, "With God's help, we will destroy, we will eliminate, and annihilate all UNRWA personnel." UN Security Council Resolution 2803 offers a very, very imperfect path towards a more enduring peace. Positively, it guarantees the freeing of remaining hostages and called for the entry of distribution and aid in the Gaza Strip to proceed without interference. Hamas is to have no future in the governance of Gaza, and the IDF is to withdraw completely as a multilateral international stabilization force overseas security. But let me read you a few headlines and let's consider what the prospects are for an enduring peace that respects the self-determination and safety of both Palestinians and Israelis. These just for the last 24 to 48 hours. Israeli drone strike kills 2 children collecting firewood in Gaza. Cold and malnutrition claim more victims in Gaza amid winter rains. 3 journalists killed in an Israeli airstrike on car in central Gaza, health officials say. Trump unveils his vision to rebuild Gaza into a seaside metropolis. Yes, this so-called board of peace is a grotesque absurdity.